Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever thought about planting a tree that could feed your family for generations to come? Today, we're talking about a truly special and long-term investment for your garden, the magnificent walnut tree. Growing walnuts is incredibly rewarding. Not only do they give you those delicious, brain-boosting nuts, but they also provide valuable wood and create wonderful shade on hot summer days. It does take patience, though, as these trees need a few years to mature and start producing. But with the right care, a single walnut tree can provide abundant harvests for literally a century or more. So, where do you start? First, you need to choose the right variety for your area. The two main types are English walnuts, also known as Persian walnuts, and black walnuts. English walnuts are what you typically find in stores. They have a milder flavor and thinner, easier to crack shells. Black walnuts, on the other hand, have a much stronger, more distinct flavor and are prized for their incredibly hard, durable wood. Your choice really depends on your climate and what you're looking for. English walnuts prefer temperate regions with mild winters, while black walnuts are a bit tougher and more adaptable, but they do need a lot more space to grow. Once you've picked your variety, it's time to find the perfect planting spot. This is super important. Walnut trees are sun lovers, so they need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every day. The soil needs to be deep, fertile, and, most importantly, well drained. Walnut trees have extensive root systems and absolutely hate wet feet, so avoid heavy clay soils or any spot where water tends to puddle. An ideal soil pH is somewhere between 6.0 and 7.5. Before you plant it, it's a great idea to loosen up the soil and mix in some organic matter like compost or well-rotted manure to give your egg tree a nutrient-rich head start. You can plant either a grafted sapling or a seedling. Grafted trees are a popular choice because they start producing nuts much faster, usually within 5 to 7 years, while a tree grown from a seedling might take up to 10%. When you're ready to plant, dig a hole that's twice as wide and just as deep as the root ball. Carefully place the young tree in the hole, making sure the graft union, that little bump near the base, sits just above the soil line. Then, backfill the hole, gently pat down the soil, and give it a really good, deep watering to help the roots settle in. For the first few years, proper watering and maintenance are key. Young walnut trees need consistent moisture, especially during dry spells, but be careful not to overwater them. A deep watering once a week is usually enough to encourage the roots to grow deep into the soil. A great tip is to apply a layer of mulch around the base of the tree. This helps the soil retain moisture and keeps weeds at bay. Just be sure to leave a little space between the mulch and the trunk to prevent rot. As your tree grows, it will get hungry. Walnuts are heavy feeders, so they'll appreciate a nitrogen-rich fertilizer in the early spring. It's always a good idea to test your soil so you know exactly what nutrients are needed. Once the tree is mature and the soil is healthy, it will need much less fertilization. Pruning is another important step. It helps shape the young tree, improves air circulation, and encourages better fruit production down the line. The best time to prune is in the winter when the tree is dormant. Just focus on removing any dead, diseased, or crossing branches. While walnuts are pretty hardy, you should still keep an eye out for common pests like aphids or diseases like walnut blight. Regularly checking on your tree is the best way to catch any problems early. Now, for the best part, the harvest. You'll know the walnuts are ready when the green outer husks start to split open, which usually happens in late autumn. You can either gather the nuts that have fallen to the ground or gently shake the branches to help them along. After harvesting, you'll need to remove the husks. Gloves are a good idea here as they can stain your hands. Then, let the nuts dry in a well-ventilated spot for several days before storing them. A cool, dry place is perfect for keeping them fresh. Growing walnuts is truly a journey of patience, but the rewards are immeasurable. You're not just growing a tree, you're nurturing a legacy that will provide shade, beauty, and delicious food for many, many years. Thanks so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy planting, and we'll see you in the next one.